fight for KSI. No warm-ups, no need, just rematch. I have no idea what's going on, but let's get into it anyway. KSI Tommy Fury, the talks are on, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. The breakdown. Let's go. All right, so as of today, October 26th of recording, probably you guys see this on the 27th, maybe the 28th, depending on when this comes out. KSI and Tommy Fury have been reportedly in talks, according to a tweet from Michael Benson. Now, Tommy Fury and KSI rematch is reportedly in talks and may well happen next, as Fury is said to have pulled out of the show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here at late notice after receiving a more lucrative offer, which is believed to be a KSI fight. And then we have the first fight, one of the first things that happened in the first fight, where KSI...
Yeah, he was funny, and most of the time you can kind of understand what he was saying. I'm sure we'll get one of those type of trolls eventually. Like, I've been live at least 10 to 12 hours each day, so I'm sure we'll get a troll like that eventually.
Bounces into range, lands a solid right hand, and Tommy is definitely taken off guard. Look at the place shake. Look at the camera shake. Oh, my Lord, it was insane. Look at him, Taylor's in the background going crazy. How can he not, though? It's insane, man. How can you not? Here's Mams Taylor, apparently a Sun exclusive. Let's see what this is.
I think Tommy would do really well on the Misfits roster, and I know we're always, our team's in touch with their team, so... watch this space. Let's see what happens. And as far as KSI and Tommy, I think when the time is right, that rematch definitely should happen. It was, to this day, people are very divided about that result.
Yeah. Do you think it's more likely than not the rematch happens next year, 2025?
I mean, it's not happening this year.
Yeah. But you never know. I mean, like, people would have assumed Jake and JJ would have fought a year after Logan, and it went on. Do you think it's more likely that Tommy KSI is a bit smoother and we could see the rematch within a year or so?
I think so. I think it's very possible. Yeah.
Rams keeping stuff close to the vest is new, but something that I think is a big deal, because this is not something that you've seen him do a lot. You could tell from that video, usually old Mams, if this was anything close to being possible or not, just by his facial expression. He's doing a better job of keeping things close to the vest. So do I believe this report, the way it's written from the Sun, as in Tommy Fury in talks with KSI rematch? Maybe. Okay, yeah, there's talks going on, potentially. I'll just say this. If it is true, KSI has got some balls on him to come right back and rematch it with the guy that just beat him. That's pretty freaking awesome to see. Fair play to him. But do I believe this? Yes and no. When I say yes, yeah, there's probably communications going on with Tommy Fury for the KSI fight. Do I think it happens, like, super soon? Probably not, just because KSI is just now getting back into boxing. I don't think he'd be ready for some kind of quick turnaround, so maybe like the middle of the year next year, something like that, I could see. But I don't think they're going to rush right into this rematch as soon as the year starts. I know KSI has talked about being ready and getting going in February or March. I just, maybe then, maybe March. But I think this is very preliminary, and it's very exciting because it does give you an inclination that KSI is coming back. It gives you that inclination that Tommy Fury's coming back, because if you remember, Tommy had the hand issue, right? Had to go get surgery. Maybe that's what they were waiting for. But let's take two approaches with this. Number one, let's say it is true, and that this is something in the talks that could potentially happen sooner rather than later. It is, like I said, very ballsy for KSI, very risky for KSI, because again, you already have the loss to Tommy Fury, and you wonder how many times KSI is going to continue to box over the next couple of years. And you also run into that problem that Tommy Fury is only as big a name, no offense to him or anything else, as his brother or the influencer that he fights. And no offense to Tommy Fury, but KSI is the draw there, right? So when you talk about KSI fighting big names, sure, Tommy Fury's a way bigger name than, the Slim and Anthony Taylor, the 2-on-1 thing would have been, for sure. And him being able to right that wrong is definitely going to do numbers. The rematch would destroy, I have no doubt about that. But is KSI ready for that? Coming off the loss, coming off a long layoff. To be fair, Tommy Fury coming off the same layoff and didn't look much better than JJ that night. In fact, I don't think he looked better. But it's just a matter of who can make adjustments. And that's why rematches are so fun. Even, the KSI Logan rematch, who can make more adjustments? It wasn't really even an adjustment thing in the rematch. It was just, they went, I think, one more round and they took the headgear off. So that was the big, intrigue there, and they went in 10-ounce gloves. But the real thing here is who would make adjustments, who would be able to implement a game plan over that amount of time. What would KSI do?